Let's move to the country, just you and me. Let's start up. Let's have a travels are over.
That was Let's Move to the Country by Smog off of their 1999 album Knock Knock. Smog is a project fronted by Bill Callahan, and it's just kind of like a folky country sound. Really good stuff. We're listening to that today because we have two songs from the Magnetic Fields from 1999 up in competition today. Hi, my name is Bean, and you're watching Battle of the Band. We're on day 53 of the Magnetic Fields tournament today, and that is match 41 in round 2. And if you're new here, let me explain what we're doing. We took every single Magnetic Fields song released in the 90s, and we threw them into a single elimination style tournament. And now they're doing battle and head-to-head competition until we have one remaining in the end, and that's the very best song that the Magnetic Fields released in the 90s. The reason we're doing the 90s is they have too many songs, and we can't fit them all into a tournament, so we had to split it up. I don't know when we're doing part 2, though. First up today, we're going to be listening to Asleep and Dreaming. We've got kind of a dreamy theme today, in fact. Asleep and Dreaming was, of course, released in 1999 on 69 Love Songs. And that is track 42 on that album. There are 0 notes on Genius.com on this one, so we'll just listen to it and see how we feel. It's going against a song that's 2 tracks after it today, and that is The Way You Say Goodnight, which is track 44 on 69 Love Songs. This one we did hear last round. Last round it defeated Reno, Dakota. Neither of these are very long though, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Here's Asleep and Dreaming.
I've seen you laugh at nothing at all. I've seen you sadly weeping. The sweetest thing I ever saw was you asleep and dreaming. Well, you may not be beautiful, but it's not for me to judge. I don't know if you're beautiful, because I love you too much. I've seen you laugh at nothing at all. I've seen you sadly weeping. The sweetest thing I ever saw was you asleep and dreaming. I've seen you when your ship came in, and when your train was leaving. The sweetest thing I ever saw was you asleep and dreaming.
That was almost a lullaby. That was really good though. I like the bling bling bling. Really nice sparse instrumentation, and the dual vocals at the end really added a lot to it. Let's see how it compares to The Way You Say Goodnight.
So far away and so alone, how could I ever take you home? You're beautiful, beautiful. You've got a devastating point of view, and everything you say is true. You're beautiful, beautiful. The nightbirds start to sing their favorite song. The way you say goodnight. The nightbirds start to sing their favorite song. And the moon begins to sing. I kiss you and the sun goes down. How come it's always dark when you're around? You're beautiful, beautiful. The nightbirds sing their favorite song. The moon begins to sing. You're beautiful, beautiful. The stars begin their Busby Berkeley dance. The way you say goodnight. And the night becomes a musical extravaganza. The way you say goodnight. The way you say goodnight, I dream of all day long. Oh, I could write a song about the way you say goodnight. The way you say goodnight, I dream of all day long. Oh, I could write a song about the way you say goodnight. The way you say goodnight, I dream of all day long. Oh, I could write a song about the way you say goodnight.
There's an interesting tidbit at the end of the lyrics here. Stephen Merritt explains in the interview booklet included with the album, I wanted to have the arrangement constantly sound like it's about to burst into something and then suddenly burst into the antithesis of what it sounded like it was going to do. It's almost the antithesis of a burst, being as it suddenly implodes. It's part of the idea of the song. The way a person says goodnight is never actually described in any way. You have no idea how he or she says goodnight. You're free to imagine in what exotic, strange, and grandiose way it is that they say goodnight. I didn't think about that listening to it, but what I did think about was how much I liked the little, like, I don't know if it was a ukulele or a banjo. I liked the plinking piano sounds in there. The strings were really cool. This is a good song. I'm going to go with The Way You Say Goodnight. I really enjoyed Asleep and Dreaming, and both of those songs back to back made me feel very sleepy after smoking this indica. So that's been really fun too. Like this video if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share with anyone you know who might be into this kind of content, and let me know down in the comments which of these two songs you would have chosen if it were you in the hot seat today. That's all the magnetic fields action we've got going for the day, but please join me in just a little bit when we get started with the Nirvana tournament action of the day. Till then, I hope you all have a great night, fantastic afternoon, and a wonderful morning. Thanks for watching. Bye.